What is up, internet? You can call me Orange Guts, and today I'm going to be talking about Stranger Things series finale. Now, originally I wasn't going to talk about it because I just don't care about Netflix shows. I don't like them. When I was really young, I was a teenage boy. I had friends introduce me to Trailer Park Boys. I loved that show. That show was funny as fuck. And then Netflix picked it up. Okay. So, one of my siblings, they introduced me to Arrested Development. Fucking love that show. That show's funny. And then Netflix picked it up. And they ruined it. And, that's kind of my consensus with Netflix. I still haven't forgiven them for that because, I don't know, man. I just feel like Netflix, they have, the reverse Midas touch where instead of them touching something and it turns to gold, every time Netflix touches a property or an IP, it just feels like it turns to shit. And that to this day that kind of remains true. So I've never really cared about Netflix originals. I never gave a fuck. To this day I haven't watched Tiger King. I haven't watched To Make a Murderer. I haven't watched none of that garbage. It just doesn't interest me. Netflix shows fucking suck, bro. They just do. They fucking suck. I think Squid Game's a perfect example, you know what I mean? Got a lot of steam going in on the first season, and then season 2 was fucking mediocre as fuck. By the time season 3 came around, nobody cared. And I feel that kind of holds true with Stranger Things. Season 1, I don't know, season 1 is essential viewing. Everything else from season 1 of Stranger Things is completely optional. And here's the thing. I know it's the giant meme to say that. That's a whole meme, you know what I mean? Everyone says, oh man, season 2 and season 3 fucking suck balls. I don't know, just me, I never gave a fuck about this show. I didn't care, you know what I mean? It wasn't until season 3 that I decided to watch it because one of my siblings was just pestering me daily, watch this show. I was like, fuck, shut the fuck up, I'll watch the show. And I liked it. Season 1 was fucking fire. They really captured lightning in a bottle. And I don't know, man. I feel like we went in a reverse sort of circle. Cause it's the show starts off really solid, where it's this murder mystery, who kidnapped Will Byers? So you think it's gonna be a show where to me, I thought it was gonna be Heavy Rain. If you ever played that game, Heavy Rain, if you don't know about the video game Heavy Rain, just quick synopsis, really fast. There's some loser who fucking sucks at being a dad, sucks at being a husband, and is just brain dead moron in general who doesn't know how to wipe his own ass. So he has a kid. He has two kids. One of the kids dies because he buys him a balloon. He buys him a balloon and the kid dies. Just watch gameplay if you want more information. But basically, buying a balloon for his kid means, let me neglect my kid. So the kid dies, and a year later, there's some pedophile going around, molesting kids and kidnapping them, blah 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 blah. So the entirety of the game is you trying to find and save your son from this fat pedophile guy. So I thought that's the direction Stranger Things was gonna go, season 1. But then halfway through the show, it becomes something more. It becomes supernatural, and that's very welcoming, you know what I mean? Because you go from I'm worried about this kid. I'm worried that some sort of pedophile is gonna molest this kid and rape him and take him to Jeffrey Epstein's island. To, oh my god, there's these giant, there's this monster that's coming from a world beyond ours, and it's invincible as fuck. And we don't know its origin. We don't know why it's here. We just know it just came to come in, fuck shit up, and just be a nuisance, be a monster. And that's when the show was really at its peak. Because, you can make the argument that, it's because it was so shrouded in mystery. I think it's because they had a general direction and they went for it. And they had no clear direction past season 1. And that's so true. Because, people always make the meme, seasons 2 and 3, they suck. Me, generally, I don't even remember them. I don't remember them. They were those 2 seasons were so nothing, so forgetful, so generic, that I don't remember them. I'm a weirdo. I'm a fucking weirdo, I have BPD. I'm a fucking weirdo. It's just in my nature, I'm not chemically balanced up there. So good movies, good shows, good video games, I like them. Bad movies, bad shows, I love them. I love that. I can't get enough of bad movies. I can't get enough of bad shows. Here's the thing, though. The one type of movie I hate, there's only one type of movie I hate. And I feel like this is the biggest sin you can do with movies. Because I feel like movies should, as a writer myself, I feel like movies should elicit some sort of emotion. Whether it's good, whether it's bad. If it makes you feel something, I feel like a movie's doing its job. But the worst type of fucking movie, the movie that I hate, is a boring movie. A boring show. And I feel like that's what Stranger Things became. Boring. Generic. Uninteresting. Bland. It just became... like, it went from being like, oh, dude, it's a murder mystery, to, oh, it's a supernatural thriller, to, oh, it's just a Friday the 13th ripoff. Like, it went full circle. You think it's a pedophile, then you realize it's a monster, and then, like, by the end of the show, you realize, oh, it's a monster who is a pedophile. You know what I mean? And, like, that just fucking killed the show for me, man. That killed the show for me. You have the world of D&D, and, like, D&D is known for one thing. It's imagination based. It's based off the player. You can create your own stories. You can create your own worlds. Well, not really create your own worlds, but you're given a sandbox, sort of. You're given this sort of sandbox type world where you can create your own stories. And a lot of the fun comes of the chaos of that. You have to fight against probability. You have to fight against, chaos. It's complete chaos. And I don't know. I've never played it. Because you could you can make the argument that I'm either too old for D&D or that I'm too young. I grew up in the 2000s, bro. Like, who the fuck was playing board games in the 2000s? I grew up with the Nintendo. I grew up with the PlayStation. You know what I mean? The last time I touched a board game, I was like 5 years old, and it was like Candyland or like Monopoly. I don't fucking know, and I don't care. Who the fuck plays board games anymore? Like, I don't give a shit. But still, you know what I mean? With that knowledge of D&D, it's like you had this giant world of endless monsters, endless stories to tell, and you just made it fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. And like, there's no graver sin than having this giant, fucking enormous world at your disposal, and just deciding to, I don't know what the word is, flanderize it. You just flanderize it to the point where it's just like, oh, this is literally just the plot to another movie that's already been done before, way better. And for Stranger Things, I feel like it's Friday the 13th. It went from being an awesome, cool, original thing that was D&D coded to literally just Friday the 13th, fucking 827. And I don't know. I feel like we're all old enough to say this. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going to offend anybody in 2026. It is 2026. The sun is shining. It's a new year. I can say Nightmare on Elm. I can't even fucking remember it. Let me just say it like that. Nightmare on Elm Street is such a boring, shit, uninteresting, fucking lame series that I can't even remember the fucking name of it. I can't even remember the name of the villain. I'm sorry. If you're a Friday the 13th... again, I keep saying Friday the 13th because Friday the 13th is actually interesting. Friday the 13th, I don't know. I kind of like those movies. Nightmare on Elm Street's so fucking boring, dog. Like, talk about boring villains. Oh, I kill you in your dream. I'm a pedophile that goes in your dreams and kills you in your dreams. But if you're awake, I can't damage you. Fucking lame as fuck. That's so stupid. What a dumbass villain. Like, I'm sorry. I played a lot of Dead by Daylight. So to me, Freddy Krueger, he's a loser. He's a loser, dude. He's a fucking loser. He's a loser. He's a school shooter. That's what he is. Like, if a school shooter turned into a pedophile, that would be Freddy Krueger. He's the lamest fucking villain of all fucking time. He sucks. He can't attack you unless you're asleep. Jesus Christ. Like, dude, I have fucking sleep... I have sleep apnea. I have really bad sleeping problems. Ever since I was a kid, I have PTSD. I have BPD. I have schizophrenia. I do not sleep at night. You know what I mean? I would be Freddy Krueger's worst nightmare because he would just wait around my entire life waiting to kill me. And guess what? It's the no sleep that's gonna fucking kill me. Freddy Krueger would not be able to survive in our generation because nobody fucking sleeps. People are either high on cocaine or they're just hopped up off coffee and caffeine. You know what I mean? I can't survive a day without drinking 17 sodas. Sorry, I hate Freddy Krueger. He's the lamest fucking villain of all time, bro. He sucks. He's even when he was alive, he got bullied and burned. Like, what a fucking loser. So when you had lightning in a bottle, you had such a great series, a Demogorgon. That's something we really hadn't seen before. You know, unless you're a hardcore D&D fan, that's not something you were familiar with. To go and turn into some weird, he's a pedophile. Vecna's a pedophile who likes molesting little children. And he takes them to his Epstein Island and he likes fucking shoving his dick in their mouths. Like, I'm sorry, that makes me uncomfortable. And like, the entirety of season 5 of Stranger Things is just pedophile coded. It's so weird, bro. Like, I do not want to see 14-year-olds, 12-year-old, 10-year-old actors gurgling and sucking on cock. I'm sorry. That's not something I want to see. I don't care if it's a horror movie. I don't care if it's a documentary. I just don't want to see kids sucking on cock. I know what happens. I know it's unfortunate. I don't want to fucking see it. You know what I mean? That's not the type of shit I'm into. Okay? I'm not into that. That's weird as fuck, man. I was just trying to watch a show about space aliens coming to our fucking planet and fucking shit up. And wizards. That's what I thought the show was gonna be. Wizards and space aliens and cool shit like that. But instead, it's about some pedophile who likes molesting kids. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. It makes me want to fucking shoot myself, to be honest with you. Because, again, seasons 2 and 3, they were so bland. They were so directionless. They were so boring. The show went from, it's a pedophile, to, it's a Demogorgon, to, it's a giant spider, to, it's a pedophile again. Like, what the fuck are we doing? By the time season 4 had dropped, I just checked out mentally. That season was such a fucking disappointment. I hated season 4. People always say season 2, season 3. I hated season 4 of Stranger Things. That season fucking sucked, man. That season fucking sucked. And, you know, I don't know. To this day, I'll still stand by the fact that it's the worst season of Stranger Things. That one fucking sucks. I hate season 4, man. What a fucking disappointment. I expected so much more out of that season, but it was more of like a transitional build-up season, which is weird because you had season 2 and 3, which were completely directionless. So by the time, like, we're so far gone and we've lost the plot so much that, I don't know, it just became irredeemable in my eyes. This show just, I don't hate it. Let me just preface it by saying that, I guess. I say preface, but we're 12 minutes in. I don't hate it. I actually like that they gave him a happy ending. That's nice, you know what I mean? It's nice to be nice, you know what I mean? The characters have been through enough trauma and molestation at the hands of Jamie Bauer or whatever the fuck this guy's name is, that, you know, I think they genuinely did deserve a happy ending, and I'm happy that they got a happy ending. What really pisses me the fuck off, though, is like, it's a 2-hour special, right? It's a 2-hour special. You have infinite money for your budget. Look at the CGI in this show. They have infinite fucking money. Like, so many scenes in season 5 alone are just AI fucking youngifying these 30-year-old actors to look like 10-year-olds again. So it's like, you know, there was like $1 billion budget going into this, and what do we do with that? We do absolutely fucking nothing. You have a 2-hour special with an infinite money fucking glitch budget, and you know what we get? We get 2 hours of filler garbage, bro. Like, what the that's series. Now, I'm not saying I want it to come back. I don't want the show to come back, but like, that was a series finale. That sucked, bro. That sucked. I feel like the season 1 finale did better things of closing things up. And the whole point of that finale was to set the series up and make you ask more questions. But it felt like that one closed things up way more cleaner than this one. Like, it's a 2-hour special, and the last hour of the special is, where are they now? We spent 30 minutes listening to Robin yap. I don't fucking care. I'm sorry. I'm not falling for this whole, oh, she's autistic, ADHD, like quirky. She doesn't shut the fuck up. That's not charming to me. That's not charming. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're autistic. I don't care if you're ADHD. Shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up, bro. From the moment Robin stepped onto the show to the very close of this series, she does not shut her fucking mouth. It's annoying. I hate the fucking character, bro. I don't hate the actress. The actress is cool, you know what I mean? The actress is cool. Supposedly there's going to be a Kill Bill movie with her. I'm looking forward to that. But the fucking character's written so like, oh, look at this self-insert of me, like quirky. I'm so gay. I'm so ADHD, autism. And it's like, I hate the fucking meme that's associated with, oh, disability's cool, being gay's cool. It's not cool. It's not fucking cool, dude. Like, I'm sorry, I have BPD. I have schizophrenia. I have PTSD. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not quirky. It's not fun. Every single day of my life, I have to fucking stop myself from killing myself because it's just so fucking horrible living with mental conditions. So I hate these stupid motherfuckers that are self-diagnosed and have to be like, oh, my entire personality is this fucking self-diagnosis that I gave myself because I've never actually gone to a medical professional. Because if I go to an actual medical professional, my entire personality, and like, that's the thing, bro, like, people with mental disabilities who really suffer from them, like, if you don't believe me, motherfucker, I got fucking pills. I got pills I gotta fucking take to be normal, and I haven't taken them in a fucking year. Okay? So it's not cool, it's not epic. My whole personality isn't, oh yeah, I'm so quirky and disabled. That's not my personality, bro. That's when you suffer through something, you don't make it your personality. That's how you know. I don't. It's so fucking annoying to have my disabilities turn into some like epic, like cool meme for quirky Tumblr girls to fucking self-identify with. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? I'd rather be called a BPD bipolar idiot because it's not the same condition, but people call me bipolar all the fucking time. I'd rather be called bipolar. I'd rather be called crazy. I'd rather be called that fucking loser who talks to themselves than have some idiot come and just try to fucking say, oh yeah, I suffer the same as you, when they've never fucking even experienced what a day in the life of somebody who's mentally disabled is. I feel like that's more offensive to me. That's more offensive to me when somebody who very clearly doesn't have BPD is like, OMG, like quirky BPD moment. Like, shut the fuck up, man. I'd rather you make fun of my disability to my face than try and pretend like you understand what it's like, because you fucking don't. Again, this is not a jab at whatever the fuck the actress's name is. I frankly don't give a fuck about her, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about you, dog. Like, you're cool. I bet you're a great person, but like the fucking writing they get for your character fucking sucks. I hate your fucking character. I hate that. I hate Robin. So the fact that the series finale, 1/3 of it is dedicated to Robin just crying and giving this is where Will is now. He's gay. Like, Will is gay. Like, we didn't already fucking know that. Mike, he's still playing D&D. Like, oh my fucking god, wow. Oh my god, Dustin went to like, we could have wrapped this up in like 10 minutes. But instead, it's an entire hour. And that's what pisses me off the most about this finale. It could have been great. It could have been great. We could have had everything. We could have had it all. We could have had, oh yeah, this is where they are now. They had $1 million CGI budget. They had endless D&D characters, but not a single one makes a fucking comeback. You would think, oh, the Demogorgons come back, and the Mind Flayer comes back, and then we're gonna get introduced to new D&D characters, because there's so many fucking D&D characters out there. Infinite possibilities. The game's been around longer than my parents have. But no, instead it's just like, oh, Vecna, he crawls into, like, Timu Mind Flayer. Because it's not even the real Mind Flayer. It's some weird Timu spider that acts like the Mind Flayer. and he gets into that mech suit, and like at first I fell for the trick. I fell for the clickbait. I was like, hell yeah, okay, Vecna is gonna join forces with the Mind Flayer, and they're gonna kick some ass. But the entire fight sequence, the final boss, we've been waiting over like 6 years for this. Over 6 years for this grand finale, for this giant boss that they've been building up. This immortal fucking wizard. And he gets defeated in 5 minutes. 5 fucking minutes. The entirety of his battle with 11 is just, like that's it. That's all they do. That I just recreated the entire fight sequence. You don't believe me? Just trust me. Do yourself a favor and believe me. Do yourself a favor and believe me. You just watched the final. You just watched the final boss battle. Please do not go and seek it out, because you're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this guy was right." That's literally the fight sequence. He's just, and then he falls on a sword, and that's it. He just falls on a sword, and he's dead. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, you have 3 powerful wizards that have to fight him, and they don't even use their fucking powers. 11 is the only one that uses her powers, because that's the only fucking person who needs to use their power. It's so fucking dumb, bro. Like, there's this giant Mind Flayer spider that the entire fucking crew has to fight, and you would think, oh man, here's a giant monster that's like 20, 50 times the size of these people. It's like King Kong versus like fucking like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? It's obviously a losing war. But you know how they defeat the Mind Flayer? Nancy shoots it a couple times, takes it to a cave. The dumbass Mind Flayer just gets stuck in the cave. It gets stuck in the cave, and then they just burn it with fire. And it's not like they're even above the Mind Flayer. It's literally at eye level. It's staring at them. Like I'm staring at you right now. Imagine you're like Steve Harrington and I'm a giant fucking monster and I'm staring at you. I could kill you, but instead I just stare at you, throwing fire at my face, and I just kind of willfully accept my death. The entire final boss of Stranger Things, the moment we've been leading up to, the giant monster we had to overcome, the guy who's caused trauma on every single character on this show, is defeated in 5 minutes. This video that you're watching right now is longer than the final boss battle of Stranger Things. That is embarrassing. That is fucking embarrassing, bro. How is your writing so fucking lazy, so unimaginative, so uncreative, so boring, so fucking bland that you can't write a good fight scene? You know, like, legit, we you grew up in the 80s. I say we, I'm sorry. Growing up, I played a lot of retro games. Those were my favorite types of games to play. So, you know what I mean? I'm not a stranger to Game Boy games. I'm not a stranger to Nintendo games. And the best fucking era of gaming is when you would fucking have to fight your ass off. And I mean, you would have to grind, put in days upon days just to fucking get to the final boss of a video game. And what would happen in those 80s styles games? You fight the final boss, you beat them. And then guess what? They level up. They become even more powerful. So you have to beat the boss in a second stage. And then guess what? You defeat that second stage, and then there's a third stage. You defeat the third stage, and then it's the final form. That's where the final form meme came from. If you remember back in 2016, everyone was like, oh, this isn't even my final form. Yeah, it was a whole meme because it was so cool. And that's what I thought they were going to do with Vecna. It's like, bro, you could have used the Demogorgons. You had an infinite world of monsters to work with. The D&D, the property is yours to play with. It's your playground. D&D is your playground. And you only introduce 4 monsters out of the entire fucking series. What the fuck, man? What a fucking disappointment. I don't know. I guess I'm just so used to the Avengers Endgame sort of thing, where it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be this giant fucking war. But instead it's just, oh, me and 11 do this like sort of pose off, and I just die. And that's it. Like, I was so disappointed. Like, throughout the last hour, I just kept anticipating, kept waiting. Like, Vecna has to come back. That can't be it. That can't be it. Like, Vecna has to come back. No. Oh, and by the way, the Abyss, the Upside Down isn't even the real threat. The Upside Down is just a link between worlds. Because there's another place called the Abyss. You know what's in the Abyss? The Dungeons and Dragons world. Let me reiterate that, because I don't think you people understand this very well. Because we all seem to have completely fucking forgot that this is a Dungeons and Dragons fucking show. You know what's in the Dungeons and Dragons world? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a desert, a barren wasteland. So you're telling me Vecna went to this world, he became a powerful undead mage by harnessing the power of the Mind Flayer, and the only thing that was in the world was a Mind Flayer and a handful, like 10 Demogorgons? Where the fuck is the world building? Where's the threat? Where is anything? You have the entire IP of Dungeons and Dragons at your disposal, and you do nothing but give us a fucking desert. That's pathetic, bro. That's pathetic. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as fuck. I'm embarrassed to have watched that shit, man. It's so sad. Like, what the fuck? It was so fucking disappointing. That show is just nothing but disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, bro. I don't know, man. Again, I'm happy that the characters got their happy endings, but it doesn't even make sense in universe, because now we're going to get into the spoilers. So, like, they spent the entirety of the last 2 seasons making Dustin to be a social outcast that everyone hates because associated with Eddie. But in the final episode of the show, he's a valedictorian, and like, girls want to fuck his dick, and oh, Dustin, my pussy's so wet. It's like, what? Everybody hated him a week ago. Now all of a sudden they love him. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any goddamn sense that, all of a sudden just everyone likes Dustin because we say everyone likes Dustin. We don't like. That's the whole thing. That's the thing that pisses me off about the show. It's just a lot of tell, don't show. Tell, don't show. And it's like, that's not good writing. That's lazy fucking writing. When you have to exposition everything, that's not good writing. Show me. Fucking world build. God damn it. World build. Do you not know what that means? Please fucking show me the evolution of this character. Don't tell me this character has evolved. I'm not gonna believe you. Fucking show me. Actions speak louder than words, motherfucker. It just pisses me off. Cause like 1 second it's like, oh man, fucking damn, the Upside Down it's magically destroyed, by the way. The Upside Down is magically destroyed. Just with a bomb. With a couple of bombs. C4 was enough to destroy the Upside Down and the Abyss. We're never gonna see the Dungeon and Dragon world ever again. No, like a couple C4s is all it took. Which makes you think, why didn't they do that in season 1? If it was that fucking easy. It doesn't make sense. It's inconsistent fucking writing. Where the fuck were the Demogorgons? What, they just magically decided not to show up to work. They all, I forgot, it's a Demogorgon Christmas. They're all celebrating fucking Christmas with the Guardians of the Galaxy, apparently. They were too busy fucking doing the 0-hour event in Fortnite to fucking show up on their actual fucking show. It's embarrassing, bro. I can't say that enough. It's embarrassing, bro. It's fucking embarrassing. This show is an embarrassment, bro. I didn't come out of the show feeling better about myself, being satisfied. I feel like an asshole. I feel like a jerk off. I feel like an idiot. I just wasted 2 hours of my fucking day. Like, what the fuck? That finale was such a pathetic wet fart. It sucked, bro. It sucked. I'm ranting. This was supposed to be a 3-minute short. Now it's 30 minutes long because I can't express how much distaste I have for this fucking finale. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, bro. It's so stupid. Oh, it doesn't goes to college. Well, he's a giant wizard, by the way. And like, here's the thing that pisses me the fuck off about Will's story. So it's like Kali, she had to die because she's an uninteresting character. But the in-lore explanation is, Kali literally says this to fucking 11. She's like, neither one of us can survive, because if either one of us keeps on living, that this situation is gonna keep on happening over and over and over again, right? Because we have Vecna's blood in us. But still, that doesn't fucking matter. Like, it really doesn't matter, because, like, Will doesn't have Vecna's blood in him. The show says he got Vecna's blood in him, but no, he fucking doesn't. He never got blood inside of him. Like, they never transferred blood. He just sucked his penis until that black stuff came in him, and then he spit it out. But it's like, now he's connected to the hive mind. Well, if that's the logic, the 12 kids that Vecna molested this season, they're also, like, it doesn't fucking matter whether 11 or Kali live or die, because there's 12 other fucking kids that just went through the same process. They have Vecna inside of them too. And so does Will. So to be like, oh yeah, spoiler, 11, she had to fake her death and go to like Canada or Alaska or whatever the fuck she went. She has to fake her death so she could live a brand new life. That doesn't make any sense, because Will is just openly gay. He's just a super powered wizard. He's a super powered fucking wizard, bro. Pretty hard to hide the fact that you're a fucking wizard, bro, who has superpowers. Cause he'd be doing that. He'd be like fucking getting dildos from 10 feet across a room and shoving them up people's asses. Cause I would, if I had magical superpowers, I would use them in the bedroom too. Like, I wouldn't hide the fact that I'm a wizard. You can't hide that fact. You can't. So, 11. Kali had to die, and 11 had to go into hiding. But yeah, Will, he can just magically be a wizard. He's gay, so it's okay. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Plus, there's these 12 other kids who are psychologically linked to Vecna now, who have the same thing as Will. So would they not just be kidnapped by the government? Isn't that the whole point of season 1 of the show? 11 wasn't special. 11 wasn't the only one. There's so many more kids. Didn't we establish that there's so many other more kids besides 11 and Kali? What the fuck happened to them? It doesn't make sense. This show is so inconsistently dumb. It's so stupid. It doesn't make sense. It tries to wrap it up in a pretty bow, but it doesn't work, because it completely contradicts itself. Plus, Max, again, there's another example. She's linked to the Mind Flayer too, or whatever. She would be a wizard too. It doesn't make any fucking sense. The ending doesn't make... It's the worst ending of a series I've ever fucking seen, bro. Okay, maybe that's a stretch. That's definitely a stretch. I've watched a lot of shitty shit. Like I said, fucking Trailer Park Boys, the Netflix version sucks balls. So, I take back what I said. That's not the worst series finale I've ever seen. I could not stomach any of the seasons of fucking Netflix Trailer Park Boys. That shit sucks. Netflix sucks. Everything they touch turns to shit, man. I don't know. I just miss the era where Netflix was just the one network that had everything on it, and they weren't trying to fucking make original shows. I miss that era, bro. Let's go back to that. How about you stop making fucking shitty ass shows that suck, and you go back to having The Office, and you go back to having It's Always Sunny, and you go back to having the shows I actually want to watch. This show sucked. What can I say? Like, the more I think about it, the more I start to break it down in my head. Stranger Things fucking sucked. If you want to watch it, watch season 1. That's it. People say season 2 and 3 suck. Personally, to me, they're forgettable. The seasons I fucking hate are season 4 and 5, because they're so bland. They're so generic. The writing is so inconsistently lazy. It's so inconsistently fucking lazy. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It just contradicts itself over and over and over again. Do not waste your time. Do not watch this finale. You're just gonna get pissed off. It gives the characters a nice ending. Everybody has a nice ending, happy ending. But like, even the show itself, they address this. They're like, oh well, everyone gets a happy ending, that's lame and generic. And then Mike is like, yeah, it is lame and generic, but people can have happy endings because that's real. Like that. I hate when writers do this. Just because you address that your lazy writing is lazy writing does not absolve you of your sins. Fucking write a better ending. Addressing like quirky, breaking that fucking quirky fourth wall. You're not Deadpool, dude. This isn't 1980. That shit doesn't work anymore. Okay, you're not Deadpool, dog. Breaking the fourth wall? Haha, isn't it funny that I'm so bad at writing? That's not funny. That's not an excuse anymore. That doesn't work. Have a fucking clear vision. If you're gonna make a show, if you're gonna write any sort of story, have a fucking vision of where it's gonna end. Or don't write it at all because it's not worth writing. If you don't know where it's headed, then don't fucking write it. You know, unless it's like Seinfeld, which is notoriously about nothing. Fucking write. Fucking write. Don't give me this, oh ha ha ha, isn't it funny, guys? Isn't it funny that I didn't write an ending? No, it's not funny. You suck. God, I'm mad. I'm mad. Fuck this show. Fuck this fucking show. I'm never watching Stranger Things again. This shit sucked. I'm mad. I'm gonna go masturbate. Bye.